What's going on, everybody? This is Scott, also known as Cha-Ching King, and I've got a great haul video for you today. It's going to be a little bit different because this one came from a friend of mine. If you've watched my previous video, we went to Duluth, Minnesota last week. I ended up quarantined for the whole week and got to buy nothing. I got a message from a friend of mine with a picture. I'll pop the picture up here. She asked me if I was interested, and I was interested. Shelly normally saves me things, and Melody and I enjoy going out with her and eating with her and her dad and stuff. But anyway, this is a special box. I have mentioned before on my channel that the hard part for Melody and I is that we know that a lot of this stuff that we get an opportunity to resell has a backstory. And the backstory isn't always good. And this one is no different. I'm going to do this haul a little bit different in that I asked Shelly if it was okay for me to share some of the backstory. Shelly and I went to high school together, and so we graduated together. We've been friends for a long, long time. And it seems like not that long ago that Shelly sent me a note that, Shelly sent me a note, and it's fair to say that her brother, Wayne, was probably her best friend. And Shelly sent me a note that her brother had been killed. You know, the reason that I mention it is that it's important to me that it's more than just stuff. And I want y'all to realize that when I'm doing these, that it isn't always about the great find. It's not always about how much I'm going to make. That I love that I have friends that invite me into their lives and give me an opportunity to help them and, you know, sell some of the things for them and get them to where they need to be and get them to new homes. And I'm not sure how much of this I'll cut out. I'll put some pictures up of Wayne. He was definitely Shelly's idol, and he was a serious collector, and which for me created this opportunity to get this stuff. Shelly had sent me a picture of one box of stuff and asked if I was interested in it. It wasn't things that I knew a whole lot about, and so I told her $50. She didn't care. She was fine. Shelly also knows that if we dig into things and it turns out to be more than I thought it was, that I'm going to make it right. That she's a friend of mine. I'm not going to try and take advantage of her. There is one item in this box that Wayne saved that's incredible. I have it on auction right now. I'm going to wait till the end because the stuff that wasn't that is still awesome. I probably came home with better stuff than if I had gone to the garage sales. So let's dive in and let me show you what I got. Now keep in mind, I paid $50, but there's no question at all that I will have to make it right with Shelly and pony up some more money, a lot more money, for the things that she brought me. So let's look and see what Wayne saved. We'll start with this box right here. He collected things, and so one of them, and I did look these up, they are Russell Stover tins, and hers still have all the little characters inside of them. And it looks like these go for $8 to $10 a piece. But I have all of them. There are so many of these things. Some of the things that Wayne saved, I don't know what to do with. I don't think I want to sell them. And it's matches. Check this out. It's a unopened box of 50 camel book matches, but he doesn't have one. He has a bunch of them. There's another one. Also, there are two of these, I guess they're pool table ashtray from Camel Lights. We got a couple of those. Those look like they sell for 15 to 20 bucks a piece. This one is just a tin. And I don't know how much of this you want to see if you want to see all the items. That is a Marlboro ashtray that has never been out of the box. So there's definitely a cigarette theme with some of the stuff that we have in here. But that isn't all I got. Some of the stuff... If you remember last year, I came home from Shelley's. I had a Civil War cavalry sword and a bunch of World War II knives. And this knife was in the box. I don't think it's particularly old or particularly valuable, but it is particularly cool. Got a camel mug. I think this is by Ertl Cars. That's probably in that $15 to $20 range. There are a boatload of lighters. The Marlboro lighters for Camel cigarette lighters. There's also Camel Victorinox pocket knife and another pocket knife. I don't know what this is. I haven't been completely through them because the other box kind of overwhelmed me. Oh, this is it's one of the die-cast cars. Hendrick, that's probably another 20 bucks. Some of them are just the wooden boxes that he stored things in. This one is full. There are some miniature baseball cards, but it is full of lighters. And they're things like this. I would say there's easily 20 more lighters here. But let's dive into the next box. It's about to get good. I've got one item I'm going to set aside. You're not going to even believe it. This is a Harley-Davidson Sissy Bar bag. I think that will sell for probably 40 to 50. This is a Harley-Davidson medallion. I would think probably 30 to 40. I told you Wayne had some lighters. Here's another one. None of them are gassed up. And I won't gas them up because I don't want to have to worry when I ship them. There are a lot of unopened, unused Zippo lighters. I didn't know anything about Zippo lighters. No, how much I know. But I'll set them out here and then we'll kind of go through them because I have a lot of Zippo lighters. Okay, I think that's the most of the lighters, so let me kind of pop them up there. Now keep in mind, when I looked at the original picture, I gave Shelly 50 bucks. And I think that if that's all I gave her, this is one of those go directly to jail, do not pass go, do not collect 200. But the lighters, for the most part, have never been out of their containers. I don't know a great deal about Zippo lighters, but several of these have already sold. And the thing about Zippo lighters is they're fairly easy to look up. And when they're sealed, let me see if I can pop that out. They'll look like this on the back. Where, I don't know if that shows, where there was a piece of non-replaceable tape across it, and if the seal's been broken, you know that it's not new. This one is definitely not new, U.S. Army one, but all of these are Zippos. Shelly told me that he collected stuff, but I didn't know. You know, most of the time if you go to a garage sale or an estate sale and you come across something like one of these that's new and sealed, you're happy to get one. And I think I counted 18 or more. And I would say half of them have never had the seal broken. A few of them have. Now, like on this one, it's a brass one, and it actually has Wayne's initials on it. From the and that one is a 60th anniversary one. My understanding is that really doesn't seem to hurt the value a lot. Those still sell. I think this one already sold for $50. This is one of the cases that was broken, and that lighter's definitely used. Another all brass one. Oh, and these are not the best thing in the box. So, mostly Camel, some Marlboro. All of them in just amazing condition. So, starting with some ashtrays. That is the Ready kilowatt figure from the 1960s. And there were some new hot pads. A whole set of them. I had 4 of them that were not even opened. Got a patch. And vintage patches sell. If you don't know that, always keep your eyes open for unusual vintage patches. I had a couple of these. The ashtrays, the smaller ones, should sell for, you know, $10 to $15 each. I'll put those two together. The 4-inch one, the little bit larger one, should probably sell for $25. This has already sold. That is a Ready kilowatt nightlight made by Sylvania, and it's panelescent. And so I got almost $30 for that. I have a ton of things like matches that I don't have a clue what I'm going to do with yet. More matches, you know, in case I run out. It's a brass Camel. I don't think it was sponsored by the cigarette company, but he still had it. This is Marlboro, and it is a bottle opener. This is one of the strangest things in here. This is a can of animal crackers from 1987, but they're not opened. They're still in there. I don't think I'm going to do that. Oh, it's open. I'm not eating that. I'll save one for one of y'all. All right, let's see what else we got. More matches and playing cards. More playing cards and some dice. Prince Albert in a can. This is an empty cigar box. I'm getting buried in my own stuff. This is, I think, what... Now, it's a brass plate. Some Marlboro playing cards, and I don't think that these have ever been out of the box. Some Marlboro ashtrays. Man, I should take up smoking. Oh. This is a Marlboro something. Oh. It's a poker set. That's never been opened. I don't know if that has any value or not. It's so heavy. And the last item in the box is this right here. My hands are shaking. You know what that is? That is a Hot Wheels 1967 Red Line custom fleet side car. So I have this on auction right now with an opening bid of $225. It's got 4 days left. It doesn't have any bids yet, but this may be special. And as soon as I was quarantined anyway, and as soon as I was going through this stuff, I sent Shelly a note and I said, hey, the $50 isn't going to work. I think this one item here is going to be worth quite a bit. These go anywhere from $100 to $1,500. The packaging on this one's a little bit beat up, but it's a neat color, and the fleet side is a popular car, so we shall see. So I don't really know how to do a haul video. If I stuck to my guns and I paid $50, I think conservatively there's probably $1,000 worth of stuff here. Of course, minus eBay fees and shipping and all that kind of stuff. Y'all, if you sell, that's not all profit. But I'm definitely going to owe Shelly some money as we wade through this stuff. Thank you, Shelly, for letting me be a part of it. Definitely going to make a bunch of money on this. And Wayne had a good eye. A lot of the lighters, and there's a lighter downstairs that I didn't even include in this. It's one of the Wild West ones, an all brass one, which looks like it may be $100 by itself. It's just an incredible collection. My one and only haul from Duluth, Minnesota for an entire week, thanks to a friend of mine. If you enjoyed that, check out right here. I've got some estate sale videos. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.